retriever, intuitive reader. This is my first video. Welcome. Today, I will be pulling. I have already previously pulled 4 cards and have analyzed it intuitively. And we will first start with a prayer asking the divine to please come in and bless this place. Most High Divine Creator, we ask for your guidance today with this message. My intention is for it to reach those who may need this message now with truth and love. Let all energies that do not belong here be denied access. Bless myself and those who receive this message to implement it in our lives for our highest good and for the highest good of all beings. So it is. The first card I pulled today was Can You Dig It? The 3 of Cups. Community Squad. Find the people who celebrate you. Your personal 7th Heaven Club. Your community. They bring you harmony and they bring you joy. However, it seems that there may have been some trouble because when you started out happy and joyful. You started off with enthusiasm, but it is in reverse. So this tells me that things didn't go quite as planned. There must have been some delay in your offer. The next oracle card I pulled was the Lovers, Gemini. And again, this represents joy and completion. You were expecting to experience this joy, this harmony, this love. As a clarifier, I have the Ace of Wands. This was a total and complete rejection of your expectations. Something occurred. It was snatched away from you, because when I look at this card, this hand, it looks like it's taking something away from you. This home on the hill you wanted, right there, there's a castle. This is what you were expecting. This is what you thought your end would be. But it's in reverse. It's all falling away. This must have caused great pain. And I'm sure it forced you to go within. Don't worry, I've experienced this myself. I have gone through this quite recently. This is actually my reading that I decided to share. But it caused you to throw up the deuces. Like, you know what? What can you do after this? You're gonna lay down and die. What are you gonna do? So no. Peace out. I throw up my deuces, okay? And sometimes that's what we have to do when something just completely collapses, when things aren't working out. Peace out. Walk away from what no longer is feeding your soul. Ghosting a lower version of yourself. Yeah, when we feel that rejection, that loss, that disappointment, it can take us there. We can fall into major depression, major self-doubt, feelings of unworthiness, feelings of not having value. Okay? And that's why we have to ghost that lower version of ourselves. And sometimes we just have to pause and think about things. So peace out and head to higher ground. You deserve. That's something. The search for more begins now. Withdraw and call back your energy. Okay? Seek the truth. And then 8 of Cups was pulled. See here in this picture? You sought higher ground, right? And you're sitting. You're looking up with your thoughts. You're looking at the moon. You're contemplating. You're thinking. Okay? You're throwing up the deuces. You're searching for more. Okay? You left. See? You turned your back to the bullshit. It's alright. Okay, you're calling back your energy. You're sitting with yourself. So do that now. If you're going through this, just peace out, throw up the deuces. Okay, whether it's a breakup, whether it's a job loss, even if it could be your health, loss of money, loss of friendships, it's part of life, alright? Throw up your deuces. Okay? Seek higher ground and seek out the truth. And in doing so, and start over. If you build it, they will come. Those losses aren't permanent. They're not forever. It's just a cycle of life. It sucks like hell. It hurts like hell. It's scary, you know, but it's part of life. So now is the time, after you have been, take the time to think, take the time to seek higher ground and go within yourself. Know that you are preparing your vessel. At that moment, you are preparing your vessel for success. And it says, know that as you walk and build your life in truth and authenticity, in time, the right people, places, and things will be manifested and magnetized to you. Create the space for what you want to receive. Authenticity is the ultimate magnet. So being truthful with yourself, seeking the truth, being clear, okay? Acknowledge the lost. Acknowledge it. Be authentic. If it hurts, don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. It sucked, right? Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe you were ready for a change. You were ready to throw up the deuces and move on to something else. Okay? But you are the master of your destiny. So create the space for what you want to receive. Authenticity is the ultimate magnet. Alright? Your ships will come in. Alright? Put in the work. Put in your skills. Master whatever you have to do. And then we have, then it come, look, right after I pulled the 9 of Pentacles. Look, we went from lost, everything falling apart, you see, look, the clouds, it just fell, it just, bloop. It was snatched away, but look, right after that, after you threw up your deuces, went into contemplation to tell yourself the truth, to assess the situation. Look. The Nine of Pentacles. You rebuild your shit. Okay? You rebuilt it. Look. You see the clouds? Behind there I see clouds. And those clouds tell me that that's what was behind here. You crossed over. You don't even see it anymore. Now you've forgotten it. You at peace. You're wearing your nice lounge set, that silk gown. You went outside to taste your beautiful fat ripe grapes. And look, you have your house back there. And these to me represent you're protected. Like your shit you built is now protected. And you're at peace. Look at all these pentacles you've rebuilt. Okay? If you build, you built it. If you build it, it will come. Okay? If you build it, it will come. Alright? I'm telling myself this because I'm rebuilding. I lost everything. But it's alright. And it's okay. We're going to get this. Alright? And the Two of Wands. Yeah. But the advice is, don't get stuck. Don't stay here forever. You contemplate, okay? You throw up the deuces and you go contemplate. But don't get stuck here, okay? You gotta build it. Alright? You gotta build it so you can get your nice juicy grapes and your beautiful silk loungewear. Alright? But you can't stay here. Don't let these things make you stay here. You have to move. So don't stay at a standstill, stuck in making a decision. If you don't make a choice, to build your shit back. Get up. Take as much time as you need, but don't let yourself stagnate. Okay? If you don't make a choice, one will be made for you. And you probably won't like the results. Okay? So you're at a crossroads, but make a decision, because if you build it, it will come. All right? So now is the time for you to contemplate. This is the Two of Wands, and to me it looks like he's thinking, you know, he's looking, he's replaying everything, and he's probably may still feel the sting of loss, but he's contemplating and he's planning. So plan your shit. This is the advice. Plan. Don't stay here. This is good. This is very good, but don't stay here. All right? And it will come. All right? So this is the message for today. This is my very first message. I am Anya Indira, and I hope this message has served you well as it served me. Bye-bye.